Okay. This is how you derive the quadratic formula. So if we have ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, the first step would be to subtract from both sides. So it would be equal to ax squared plus bx minus c, because you're subtracting the c. And then the second step is to divide each side by a. So you're going to divide b over a, c over a, and a over a, which cancels out. And then the third step is to add b over 2a squared to each side. So you would add b over 2a squared to this side of the equation and b over 2a squared to this side of the equation. And then the fourth step is to factor the left-hand side. So to get b over 2a squared, it would just be b over 2a twice. And then you add the x squared, which would be just x twice. So it would be x plus b over 2a, and x plus b over 2a equals negative c over a plus b over 2a. And then the fifth step is to rewrite the left side as a binomial squared. So that means that there's going to be two of these in the equation. So the left side, so the left side is going to be x plus b over 2a squared, and then the right side is going to be negative c over a plus b over 2a squared. And then the sixth step is to a power rule. So you're going to do x plus b over 2a squared equals negative c over a plus b squared over 4a squared. So because you're going to square the 2a, so it would be 4a squared. And then you're going to write the expression with the common denominators, because you can only add them if they have a common denominator. So it would be x plus b over 2a squared. And then on the right side, you're going to get the common denominators, which is 4a squared. So it would be 4ac over 4a squared plus b squared over 4a squared. The 4a squared is a common denominator. The eighth step is to add and write the numerator in standard form. So to get to standard form, you're going to do x plus b over 2a squared equals b squared minus or subtracted from 4ac over 4a squared, because you want to get in a standard form. And then the ninth step is to extract square roots. So you're going to put a square root on the right side and a square root on this side, but since it was squared, it would just be x plus b over 2a. And then you're going to extract perfect squares from the denominator. So the right side would be positive over negative b squared over or minus 4ac over 2a, and this is all squared. But you're going to extract the squared, because in the ninth step, 4a squared, it had a square, but in this step it doesn't. Then the 11th step is to subtract b over 2a from both sides. So x would equal negative b over 2a, because you're subtracting it, and then positive over negative b squared minus 4ac squared over 2a. And then the 12th step is to write the right side as a single fraction. So in order to get the final step, we're going to write it as a single fraction because it's easier. So it would be x equals negative b, positive or negative, b squared over 4ac square rooted over 2a. And then the final step is to separate the positive and negative sign to get the solutions, to get ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, because that's the final answer. And there's going to be two x's. So it would be, and you need to have a positive and a negative. So it would be x equals negative b plus b squared minus 4ac square rooted over 2a. And then since this one was a positive, this one would be a negative. So it's x equals negative b minus b squared minus 4ac square rooted over 2a. And that is how you do the quadratic formula.